Oh, we live. Hey, what's going on, world? It's your man Kevin Yeshua here, checking in live from Team 317 with a SORH movement, millionaire-minded family. Hope I was well with everybody out there in the world this evening, man. Watching this broadcast, drop in the comment section where you logging on from, man. Greet your fellow viewers, man. Let everybody know where you checking in from, city and state, man. For those of you that know me and follow the content that I put out, you know I'm real big on financial literacy and generational wealth. When I'm not spending time talking those two, I'm definitely spending time talking mindset, because I firmly believe that you have to shift your mindset before you can ever shift your income. For those of you that follow me, man, you know this is my second live of the day. I'm dropping 2 every day for the month of June. You know, I'm just looking to add tremendous value to people's situation somewhere, you know, just pertaining the topic of financial literacy and generational wealth and or mindset. How you doing, Sonya? Good evening, Queen. Yeah, so tonight, man, the topic of this live was the $200,000 plus decision. What I want to do for you all is kind of paint a picture a little bit, you know, on some things about financial literacy, man. Shout out to everybody that made it on Mindset Mondays at midnight last night, man. That was, you know, that was an amazing broadcast I put together for you all. We got kind of deep. We talked about the 6 faculties of the mind. We done had an amazing journey on that Mindset Mondays at midnights, man. I salute to everybody that have made it on with me, man. We talked about a lot of different things. We've talked about Dr. Maxwell Maltz and psycho-cybernetics. We've talked about Timothy Ferriss and the 4-Hour Work Week. We've talked about Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad, Poor Dad. We've talked about the secret science, the laws of success. You know, we've talked about a lot of different topics, man. So I definitely hope it's adding value to somebody's situation somewhere, man. Hey, Aisha, how you doing, Queen? So yeah, man. So for my folks that's with me, man, I got a nice amount to cover tonight. So we're gonna go ahead and jump straight into the meat and potatoes of everything. Hey, Miss Sonia. So the $200,000 plus decision was based off of what I was doing when I was studying about credit. For those of you that know, I provide credit repair services. One of the best price points in the entire industries, A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. We've seen nearly 1 million items deleted in the past 4 years. That was just a little plug, but if you definitely want some more information about that, get with me after this. If you're watching the replay, definitely hit my inbox. But I'm here to add value and educate more so than to try to sell anything to anyone. I do a lot of what I do as far as helping others out of a self-interest thing, because I feel like the more that I pour out onto other individuals, the more blessings I am able to receive. So, you know, that's one of the big reasons why I'm here to serve. And that's why, besides generational wealth, I'm definitely looking out ways to help somebody in any way that I can, man. So get with me. I'm here for it. So we want to talk about FICO. Okay. We want to talk about FICO and your credit score. And this is why I say most people perish from lack of knowledge, because not having a proper amount of knowledge, especially financial literacy. When I say financial illiteracy is the new slavery, I definitely mean that. I'm gonna say that again. Financial illiteracy is the new slavery. That's the new you can't read or write. You know, so we got a lot of work to do and a long ways to go, man. You know, when it comes to that means of financial literacy, man, you got folks out here that are being capitalized on. You know, and it's further into that financial generational curse that has been placed upon us. And as I said in my video earlier today, and as I say often, I firmly believe that this is where it stops at for me and my family. You know, I'm here for it, man. I really do this. So, you know, I want to talk about how having bad credit could cost you $200,000 more or $200,000 plus in a lifetime just by having bad credit. Now, in addition to taxes causing debt, bad credit can also cause debt. And you say, well, what are you saying? How's he making sense of this? Break it down for me. Okay, I got you. Just follow along with me. So if you have bad credit, you know, you get hit with high interest rates, you know, you're going to pay more. Let me give you an example. You're going to pay more for a 2018 Honda. Let's just give you an example of a 2018 Honda, okay? If you got great credit, you know, that's 750 or above. You know, you may pay roughly about $27,000 on this car, maybe about $2,000 in interest. That's with a 750 credit score or above. That's great credit. Okay. If you've got bad credit, like, 650 or below, probably going to pay about $33,000, $34,000 on this same vehicle. You can live on the same street as this person, maybe work at the same job, kids go to the same school, you go to the same church, but because you lack a little bit of financial literacy, you're getting capitalized on more. So you're going to pay roughly $8,000 more in interest on this same vehicle. Y'all got to stick with me here. That's why when I talk to y'all about the bloody mess, that thing ain't no joke, man. About how folks is getting capitalized on, as far as these credit cards and things like that. You get hit with a high interest rate or you don't know the proper financial principles and strategies to utilize, you can go out here and get a credit card with a $5,000 limit on it, end up paying $35,000 before you're done with it. And it happens. Last year, banks made over $5 billion with the B, $5 billion off of insufficient funds. And this is just the top 3 banks. This is just the top 3 big banks, not every bank. So we got a long ways to go, man. And I'm here for it, man. If you're still here with me, man, I salute you. To the person that already swiped off the broadcast, peace be unto you, But if you're here with me, let me get some likes, maybe some hearts, maybe even a share, man. I'm here for it. We're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this thing. So there are 4 types of credit. You've got revolving credit, that's the one you want to kind of pay down the most. Revolving credit or revolving debt. You want to pay that the fastest because that can hurt you the most. Okay, you've got revolving credit, you've got service cards. You've got service credit, you've got charge cards, and you've got installment credit. Okay, so those are the 4 types of credit. Now I'm going to break down to you, how your score is compiled and everything. For those of you that don't know, your FICO score can range anywhere from 300 to 850. I've actually got a partner out in Oklahoma right now. Shout out Mr. 800. I see you, Mark Bates, big dog. His credit score is currently like an 841 or something like that, like off the charts. Like, and I don't care what nobody ever tells you. An 800 or 750, 800 credit score has more power than $100,000 cash any day of the week. So we got a lot of work to do, especially when we're talking about our people. Most African Americans, 44% of African Americans got a credit score 620 or below. So we got a lot of work to do, family, and I'm here for it, man. I'm real big on each one, teach one. If you ever feel like I misquote some or misstate some, I definitely tell you, feel free to cross-reference and go back, and bring it back here, drop it in the comment section or hit me in the inbox. I'm here for it. So, your credit score can range anywhere from 300 to 850. 700 to 749 is considered good credit. 749, 750 and above is excellent credit. And like I said, 650 and below, you kind of right there on the line. It's a thin line where your credit's not too good. If you're going for an approved loan or something like that, you're not really going to get approved. If you're going for a secured loan, you're not really going to get approved if your credit score is not really like 680 or above. So, these are things we're thinking about. We're not thinking like the poor anymore, y'all. Be here with me. We're not thinking like the poor, which is simply passing over opportunities repeatedly. Let's think like the wealthy now. They thinking 2 generations ahead instead of two weekends ahead. But it all starts here. It definitely all starts up top, man. So, there's ways that your credit is broken down. And it's compiled of loans. That's how lenders kind of determine your interest rates and things like that, if you'll be able to pay back the money. But 35% of your credit score is made up from your payment history. That's going to be the most of your credit score right there is made up from your payment history. This is like how often you paid on time or if you actually paid back at all, okay? Another 30% of your credit score is going to be made up of your debt burden utilization, versus, so that's like your credit utilization ratio. That's like, the amount of positive credit you have versus what you've already used. And I give you an example. Say you've got a credit card with $1,000 limit on it. Well, you don't really want to charge more than $300 on this card or it's going to go above that 30%. That's going to pull your score down. I hope y'all following me. But my folks is just tuning in, you might want to go back and catch the replay, man, because I might have dropped some nuggets in the beginning for you all. And this is me just trying to educate, for the folks that ain't aware of these things. I'm here for it. If you feel like you can teach me something, I'm all ears, man. But the individuals I'm blessed and fortunate to have attracted into my life, they're pouring these things into me, and I'm going to continue to soak it up like a sponge. So the next 15% of your credit score is going to be made up from your credit history length. Now, this is kind of like why most young folks, or maybe even not in all cases, they're not even young folks, but just folks may not even have a good credit score, because maybe 15% of that roughly is being made up, from your history length of how many things you actually have on your credit report. If you've never put much in your name, then that could be what's affecting it, simply put. Okay, the next 10% of your credit score is going to be made up from the types of credit that you have on your credit report, like cell phone bills, utility bills, car notes, things like that. That's what's going to make up that next 10%, excuse me. And the last 10% is going to be made up off of inquiries. Now, anytime that you have your credit report pulled for something, you're going to apply for something, or, how they got these little giveaways or stuff they try to trick you into doing, where they like, well, yeah, let's pre-qualify you for something. All we got to do is pull your credit report, where every time they pull your credit report, your score is going down. Okay. Every time your credit report is pulled, most times your score is going down. Even if it's a hard inquiry or a soft inquiry, most times it's going to go down. So that's how your credit score is made up. That's what it's made up of, man. So a question that I wanted to pose to you all, and I have been thinking about it all along, even before I started the broadcast. What would you do right now if you had an 800 credit score? What would you do right now if you had an 800 credit score? I'm here for it. Drop it in the comment section. I love to hear it, man. That's the whole title of it, man. That $200,000 plus decision, man. Because most folks don't even see $200,000 in their life. Do you want to be like most folks? But if you want more, you got to become more. That's why I'm always talking about raising your PVL. Getting in the presence of some individuals that have the things that you aspire to have. Hey, Chantel, how we doing? I see you, lady. I hope they ain't working you too hard tonight. We here for it, though. We here for it. Yeah, man. So that was the topic of this live, man. And I just wanted to share that with you all, man, for the folks that wasn't aware of this, man. If you're interested in any more of the content that I drop, man, feel free to go back on my page. Shoot me a message in my inbox. I'm not in the inbox that often, but we definitely can get together some kind of way. I'll draw my number and we can link up, because I'm here for it, man. Just another thing, man. I give you all a couple quick tips real quick, man. Miss Sonia. Miss Sonia, don't do it. Don't do it. I got you, Queen. I'm here for you. But I got a couple quick tips for you all, man. On how to increase your credit score. So for my millionaire minded family, you know how this goes, man. You rock with me. I'll give you 2 or 3 of them. But follow along with me. Get a number 1 in the comment section and the share, family. A number 1 in the comment section. Let me get a number 1 in the comment section. Okay, the first way that you can kind of increase your credit score is paying off your debts. Paying down those balances. I'm aware of an amazing principle and strategy. One of the ways that the wealthy stay wealthy. I don't know if you've ever heard of income shifting. But that's an amazing way, to be able to allocate some funds in a better way and pay down those balances quickly, where you're just adding to it and you're snowballing that debt. So now you're really you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're increasing your credit score and you're increasing your credit score and knocking down debt, excuse me. So that's the snowball them as quickly as you can. Them balances, get them knocked off. The number 2 way that you can increase your credit score is get your bills current. If you've got anything past due, anything going to collections, get all of that current. That's going to increase your credit score. Okay. Number 3. Let me get a number 3 in the comment section, family. Let me get a number 3 in the comment section. The third way that you can kind of increase your credit score a lot faster is to put an authorized user on your account. Most folks don't know what that is. You may want to visit your local financial institution or get with me. I can put you up on a few things, but you definitely want to kind of take that into consideration. That's another way you can kind of increase your credit score. So, number 4, this is going to be the last one. I'm going to give you all this 4th one. There's a few more ways, but I'm just going to give y'all 4 real quick. The 4th way to increase your credit score is to negotiate items on your credit report. See, most folks don't know about the Fair Credit Reporting Act. You might want to read into that thing. I'm here for it, man. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. I know some of my folks got to punch the clock in the morning. Tomorrow's my son's birthday. Well, it's actually midnight now. It's Kevin Jr.'s birthday, so we about to definitely have a whole lot of fun today. I'm going to pick him up from camp. We're going to have some good times. I got my sisters, my niece, and my nephews. We're going to get together. We're going to have a good time. Probably get my little cousin. He probably come get with us for a little bit. Make it a whole little family thing. So, yeah, man, I'm here for it, though, man. I hope that added some value to somebody's situation somewhere, man. And I say it, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it. You do not have to be great to start something. But you do have to start to be great. And I'm on my way. And I love to lock hands with individuals that feel the same way. I'm not looking to turn the lake into gold, though. Let's get that clear. I'm just looking for the gold in the lake. So like I always say, man, do something today that your future you will be proud of. Be like water. And stay out that rabbit hole. There's no growth in that rabbit hole. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. I'll see you all tomorrow.